What's going on, folks?
Yes!
Welcome back to the No Home Thoughts Podcast. We're your host, I'm Rob.
It's Bra.
And on today's episode, we're going to do our first episode of Unpopular Opinion.
Unpopular Opinion.
What's the unpopular opinion for the day, Bra?
Man, it was a tough one. Is Mike Tyson a Hall of Famer?
And my answer to that is...
Damn, you ain't even waste no time. You went right in.
No, Mike Tyson is not a Hall of Famer.
Why he's not a Hall of Famer?
He didn't fight anybody. And not only did he not fight anybody, when he fought somebody who could be considered as a Hall of Famer, he lost. What's his record versus Evander Holyfield?
0-2.
What's his record versus Lennox Lewis?
0-1.
He fought elderly Larry Holmes. Did he not?
Yeah, that don't count.
That don't count.
Larry Holmes is...
So, and we got everybody he fought right here. These people are so unnamed, you can't even click on them and get their biography for the first 15 fights. And David Jocko, I watched that fight. David Jocko looked like a science teacher. I swear to you. Go back and watch. Matter of fact, you see this green screen right here? We're going to have the fights playing in the back. Look at the body type and the body structure of all these dudes he fought.
Okay.
And he knocked them out. He was not... He should knock out Sammy Scaff. Sammy Scaff sounded like a dude that got knocked out his whole life.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
Ask.
If that was the case, tell me who he could have fought in that era.
Oh, here we go. Who
I just want to know who was in the era that he could have fought.
Buster Douglas. You know, I'm gonna bring that up. You had this, and what happened?
He had a long night.
No, he had a 10-second night.
You know what was crazy?
That's how long it take to get knocked out.
You know what was crazy? He did knock Buster Douglas out in that fight.
Oh, you one of those conspiracy dudes too?
It don't matter to me.
You one of those conspiracy dudes too?
No.
Let's say the ref took too long.
He lost the fight.
He lost the fight.
At the same time, if you had him hurt, you knocked him down. The ref called count to 9. Obviously it was close to 10. That means he was still a little hurt. He should have put back on that pressure, but he didn't, and he couldn't, and he pretty much.
What's that say next to Lennox Lewis' name?
Yeah, it was a KO.
What's that say next to Evander's name, the first one?
It was a TKO.
What happened in the second fight? We just talked about it before we started the podcast.
Well, the first one was
he got
knocked out. Well, the first one was a disqualification.
No, the second one was. Remember the first one?
Oh yeah, the first one he
got knocked out on his feet
for the headbutt. Right.
He got knocked out on his feet. The ref had to stop it.
Right. But he was saying that it was because of the head. Whatever.
We're gonna be completely fair.
Right.
There was a lot of headbutts in both fights.
That was Holyfield move.
Yeah, it was a lot of headbutts.
1-2 head. But the second one, Mike Tyson
got so mad.
Mike Tyson said,
"You're not gonna keep punching me.
I'm tired of you." Because Holyfield had a great chin.
And I watched the documentary.
For it now.
Tyson, Tyson was like, I got frustrated. I wanted to hurt that dude.
I know. So that's
your punches wasn't enough.
You couldn't touch him. And even when he did touch him, you ever hit a kid and he say, "I don't care because they ain't hurt," and then you hit him again, and he be like, "I don't care because they ain't hurt." Then you hit him again, like, "I don't care because they ain't hurt." So now
you gotta pick up a stick.
Yeah,
and then you gotta pick up a stick.
You feel like you gotta go a little harder and a little harder, a little harder. That's how Tyson was. He's like, man, I'm giving this boy my uppercut. I'm giving this boy the body work. Giving him the jab.
I'm doing everything I can.
Doing everything. And Holyfield was standing right there in the pocket, like
it don't matter.
Next, Holyfield definitely was one of Holyfield definitely a Hall of Famer. But Mike Tyson, I'm going to agree.
Oh, you agree? So I don't even show you this.
No,
you don't agree.
Show me that.
you agree.
You don't need to. People gonna say, oh, he fought what's his name? Spanx.
Another dude.
But
that
I mean, he was already in his out the door anyway.
Another dude that didn't look like a heavyweight.
No, Spanx was definitely he was top tier.
No, I'm saying like when I say body, look at the body wise. Like you're not gonna find too many Michael Spinks in today's boxing, where they just tall and lanky.
Right.
Look you can go from even like the tall lanky guy in today's boxing is Wilder. He's a tall lean the lean guy, but he got a hell of a punch on him, and he looked like he got some muscle on him. That's what I said. Like look at these dudes he fought, man. Like they don't look like much. They look like basketball players. So you see the difference between a basketball player and a football player? Look how much they praise LeBron for his body type. But look at a defensive end in the NFL. So look at Myles Garrett and look at LeBron. Look at what's his name? He's a defensive tackle for the Rams. What's his name? Defensive Player of the Year. I don't know how I'm forgetting his name. Best defensive. Look at Aaron Donald and look at LeBron James. Those are the body types that are in the boxing now.
Yeah, Aaron Donald's like he about my size. He sure don't play like that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
He's the biggest person on the field when you see him play.
Every single time.
Every single time. They can't stop him.
When Mike Tyson faced adversity, he wasn't the same person. He got a Hall of Fame aura. His aura is Hall of Fame. Everybody, you say Mike Tyson, you say I am Mike Tyson. Everybody recognizes that and everybody fears that. He got a Hall of Fame aura.
Okay,
he got a Hall of Fame career.
Now, okay, I take the fact that he lost to Buster, Holyfield, Lennox. So I could take that. And I mean, you know, Tyson's, you know, it was starting to look bad. It was starting to get carried away.
Towards the end.
Definitely towards the end. It was just like he was kind of heavier. He, you know, people wasn't afraid of him. Like he was 2-3 with a no contest. But this is my question.
What's up?
When he was in his prime, who could he have faced?
Evander.
Well, I mean, I gave you those three.
That's what I'm saying. That's like,
so who else?
It don't matter. This is the difference between good and great. Good is I saw you and you did what I saw was good. Great is I saw it and I saw another one that was good and your good versus another person's good was tested. We see you came out on top.
Okay.
Remember, Evander was in the stands for that Buster Douglas fight.
Yep, because he knew he was pretty much next up.
Yeah. And what happened? You couldn't even make it to the next level. How are we gonna give him the Hall of Fame? He couldn't make it to the next level. He 0-3 versus other Hall of Famers. Not to mention he's got one of the biggest upsets in sports history. The biggest, matter of fact, forget sports, the biggest upsets in the history of the world. Only other bigger upset was America versus Britain. That's it.
Well,
that's the only other upset that was any bigger.
So, okay. Deontay Wilder, Hall of Famer?
No. Hell no.
Alright.
No.
Okay.
When you don't face anybody and you just keep on knocking dudes out that are below you, that don't make you good. Make you a bully.
Well, so Deontay Wilder didn't fight anybody.
And what happens when you face what happens when you stand up to the bully? Everybody, we talked about it. Everybody was beat on their way to the ring.
Yeah.
It didn't even matter what happened in the ring. Everybody was beat on their way to the ring.
We didn't watch Mike Tyson, you know, watching growing up. We didn't watch Mike Tyson saying to ourselves, oh, Tyson's skilled. We just like, yo, Tyson will knock his head off.
That's it.
Like,
Even though he was
that
skilled,
was our mindset.
but the mindset was
it was just that was the reason why we was
he gonna
watching.
pound this dude into oblivion.
So when Tyson fought somebody, it was just like, okay, you know, who was this guy? Paul Jones. Paul Jones get out there. We're like, yo, I can't wait to see Tyson throw that hook. Boop, boop. 1, 2, it's over. No. I mean, so I do get it, but I mean,
where's the butt? Where's the butt?
I'm not gonna say that he's a Hall of Famer, but it's kind of hard to compare based off the talent when it comes to based off of talent. I'm gonna say he's not a Hall of Famer, but the major problem is when people are afraid to fight you, and when you get the promoters and the political side of boxing don't allow you to fight. Number one, I mean, we already seeing that. How Floyd and Pacquiao, how long that took. Now we seeing like Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. How we seeing Tank Davis versus the what's that boy name? Pound for pound, they say he the best. Lomachenko. So at some point, like these fights are not happening because of promoters. So we don't really know. So I mean, yes, based off of the talent that he did fight, he's not a Hall of Famer.
Let's just dissect the talent he fought. Look at this. They got.
I don't have to.
David Jocko is the first person that you can look up. He had a losing record.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Guess who he fought after Mike Tyson? Buster Douglas. He fought Mike Tyson after he get knocked out in the first round. Then he fought and lost to Buster Douglas.
Yeah, these guys is
Yeah, who was it? Mitch Green. I believe Mitch Green was the first person to go the distance with him.
Who? Mike Tyson?
Yeah, Mitch Green.
I remember Mitch Green. I remember that fight actually.
You know who beat Mitch Green? Mike Tyson. Who was it? Trevor Burbank. Mike Tyson ended up knocking him out 6 months after he went the distance with him. Knocking him out in the second round.
So just because Tyson beat him, that means they're a bum?
Pretty much. I'm going to just say that because I already know where you're going with it. They are bums. I can't say because they lost to Mike Tyson that they're bums, but they happen to be bums.
It's not, Roy Jones said it best. It's not that I didn't fight nobody. I just make him look like nobody. That's a fact. Like those guys, I mean, all right, put the numbers away.
My man name is Pinklin Thomas.
Yeah, let's put the.
My man name is Pinklin Thomas. I'm not about. We get into an argument. You beat me up. I'm not about to say I'm about to put my man Pinklin on you.
He was 24. He was 24 now. What was it?
What, when he fought Mike?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Go back.
You see some.
I think he was.
No, he was 26. No, even more. He was 29-2 when he fought Mike.
That's pretty decent.
Yet again, you can't even look these names up.
I mean,
he was beating our landlord up. That's what he was doing.
Our landlord was number 1 and number 2 contender in the weight division.
Until a real number 1 and number 2 showed up.
Real number 1 and number 2 show up, which was. I'm not even going to. I mean, he lost to Buster, but more so Holyfield. Holyfield
beat him down. Lennox beat him down.
Yeah, well, that Lennox is.
But it was late in his career too.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because Tyson still had a little juice.
It kind of matters because at least he fought Lennox when he was 30s and you're still somewhat in the prime.
Well, Holyfield had him.
I mean, at least he fought
he was in his
Holyfield
prime.
In his prime.
Because everybody said, "Oh man, it's over. Oh, it's over." Holyfield. See, and the thing about it is, people, you can count the heads and all that nonsense, but at the same time, Mike Tyson lost that fight because he got frustrated. I mean, everybody that fought Holyfield took a headbutt. You fight Holyfield, you're getting headbutt.
He getting headbutt. He got a big ass head.
Everybody know that. They used to get to the corner. They'd be like, "Yeah, that motherfucker trying to get that head in there." You know he's trying to hit you with that 3-piece. 1, 2, 3. Here it come. Whoop. Because you know his head is hard as nail. But at the same time, I mean, you see
like
Tyson now.
Every single time he faced adversity, he took an L.
Okay,
greatness overcomes adversity. Mike had to get past the Pistons, didn't he?
If he beat Deontay Wilder, Tyson.
No, it don't matter. No, hell no. He's not a Hall of Famer. He lost his contemporaries. He's not.
What if he beat Tyson Fury?
No. Oh, okay. Hold on.
All right. Okay, now. Okay.
All right. So
Tyson Fury, he beat Wilder.
I don't see him doing it, but you got to.
No, I don't think the boxing committee would allow that to happen. For one, I don't see it as being a big of a draw, but at the same time, it could have. It's money.
If he knocks around Roy Jones for whatever it's worth, obviously the pundits, the people who are in boxing aren't going to call that any type of credit. But it's not about them, because the people who make the money at the gate are you and me. So if we say, oh my God, he did that to Roy, and the money's there, they're going to let him fight Deontay Wilder, who got the run in his mouth. He knocked out Deontay Wilder, he can get anybody he wants after that point. So if he knocks out Deontay Wilder and he said, give me Joshua, it's either Joshua's camp, it's up to Joshua's camp to accept the fight or not. Yeah. He beat Joshua, he said, give me Tyson Fury, it's up to Fury's camp to accept it or not.
And truth be told, Wilder is beatable.
Yeah, we saw that.
You know what I mean? Wilder can be.
He got one loss on his record, but he got 2 losses.
Right, that's a fact. And then keep in mind, Tyson can't beat Wilder because Wilder had a problem with the height and just the boxing. Wilder had a problem with the boxing ability.
Tyson do move around though. Well, the last time we saw him.
Yeah,
which was what?
You talking
10 years ago?
Yeah, Tyson in his 50s. He's 54 years old. Deontay Wilder, once that big Brahin keep landing on top of your gloves, keep landing on your forearms, those arms gonna drop.
15 years ago.
That's a long time. And then, you know what I mean? These guys are trying to make money. They're just trying to make another run at a couple dollars because obviously they can. I mean, this is a good time. We've been in the pandemic. We dying for sport. So when you see Tyson with his 6-pack and he's 54, Roy Jones, you know, I
haven't seen Roy. Roy look good?
No. Oh. The last couple fights, Roy had.
No, I'm talking about Roy spar like Tyson.
Oh no,
Tyson was good.
But the last couple fights, because
Roy Jones was
he's still been active and actively being knocked out too. Because one John, like Roy, I think Roy even fought in the UFC. Yeah, he did fight in the UFC.
I don't follow
Roy, I seen this guy fight at a casino with 5 people there. Like, Roy was still active. Roy was literally still active. I mean, he won. Now, keep in mind, I love Roy. He a Hall of Famer to me because
Roy's a Hall of Famer.
He dominated his weight class, and he went all the way to heavyweight. He dominated all the way up and came back down. And when he came back down, that left-handed guy, Antonio Tarver, was sitting there waiting for him. And he hit him in his face with that left hand, and Roy have not been the same since that day. And that was the end of Roy, you know.
Y'all must have forgot.
Yeah, Captain Hook. I remember when Roy was playing college basketball, he was going to the basketball games and going right to boxing. I remember him getting on planes doing that. You see him in the layup line doing all this stuff. Because, you know, Roy, he could have went to the NBA based off of his name. I guess his boxing name. He go right after the basketball game, go box. I'm like, damn. But that was his younger days. Now, boop, boop.
I got a question for anybody who says Tyson's a Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
Take out the intimidation factor. Tell me something about Tyson that makes him, because they all gonna be like, oh, but you know he was beating everybody and everybody was scared. Take away all that. Let's talk about boxing. Let's talk about the sweet science.
So you don't think Mike Tyson had any skills?
He has skills. No, Tyson has skills.
Okay.
He just didn't have Hall of Fame skills.
No, he didn't. A lot of people
compared to the people he was fighting up against that had Hall of Fame skills.
A lot of people just get caught up in hype because he was like a brand name of boxing. It was just, when you hear Tyson, it was just like
that's it.
Like it was just like growing up and we say you catch the ball,
Moss. You got
Moss-stein. So it was, that's how it was for football. Like even to this day.
Yeah.
You hear the kids say it now and they say Odell Beckham, but that's kind of
I never heard that.
Yeah, I heard Odell Beckham like once or twice, but it's still Moss though, and they don't even know who Randy Moss is.
Yeah.
But you see Moss, and then when it comes to
I've heard females say Moss.
Damn.
that's how big Moss was.
And when it comes to basketball, everybody know what you gonna hear.
Kobe.
No. That's me. I'm gonna say.
Everybody says Kobe as well. It's either Kobe or Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah. It's either or.
I say Kobe.
It's either or.
I say Kobe.
It's either or. Kobe or
I don't say Brian. I say.
You better not say Brian.
No, I don't say Brian. I say Kobe.
Yeah. So that's basically what Mike was back in the day.
Yeah, that was what Mike.
Like
everybody wanted to be like
I said,
Mike.
he had the fear tactic.
He did.
In an aura of invisibility. That's
kids.
Yeah,
Get your kids
and he was the maniac out there, but I don't think he was a Hall of Famer.
That one boy.
Tell me what y'all think. I'm pretty sure some people gonna argue with us. We might have to go live with this topic because people gonna want to shoot us down.
Yeah, because a lot of people just get caught up into things.
The hype.
But that's what I was just talking about
with Jay-Z.
I was just saying, like some people just don't. I'm not, not taking away from the greats.
Not taking away from. Look at these names.
You can't go back on certain things. Like certain things you can't go back on.
Alex Stewart.
Yeah, man.
That's a cashier. I'm telling you, that's a cashier. Carl Williams. Tony Tubbs. He the dude that's you go to you get a cheap alternator or something for your car.
When I heard that name, I was thinking car.
Tony Tubbs, exactly. He the guy you go to if you need your alternator repaired. Tony Tubbs.
I want to ask a couple people what do they think about Mike Tyson.
The name ring bells. That's what we're not going to
household name.
That's a household name.
Definitely. When you get Tyson, when we used to throw our hands up, you like Tyson.
But I challenge anybody who says Tyson's a Hall of Famer on the spot to name somebody he beat.
Most people obviously like people gonna say Larry Holmes.
But the boxing aficionados are gonna know Larry Holmes was in a retirement home when he fought Tyson.
Larry Holmes was. I think he had on glasses in that fight. Larry Holmes was in his 40s.
They wheelchaired him from the nursing home into the ring to fight Tyson. Come on, man, don't give me that.
Larry Holmes was old. He didn't even want to beat him up like that. He was like, come on, ref. Like, I don't want to beat my friend up like this.
My grandpa.
Yeah, and he was just steady hitting. Boom, boom. And he was just like, come on, man.
My papa got knocked out.
Yeah, but it all boils down to
unpopular opinion. Mike Tyson's not a Hall of Famer. That's all.
No, Tyson is not a Hall of Famer.
Not a Hall of Famer. He is the Joe Namath of boxing.
But what if he beat Tyson Fury? Is he in the Hall of Fame?
Because he's worked his way up to Tyson Fury. He's not going to beat Roy Jones and get Tyson Fury.
No,
he's going to work his way up to it. So if he beats him,
Tyson Fury said, "If I fight you, I will fight you for $500 million."
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either. You want me in that ring? I don't care if I know I can beat you at night.
I know your
this
name
is the
alone.
time to cash in.
Your name alone, the cachet with your name is gonna get me whatever I want.
I'm cashing in on that one.
Like who? I know some people like I would not fight. I would fight Floyd Mayweather right now. The money. Hold up. You want to fight Floyd? I guess I got our answers. So that's our show today, folks.
I mean, you talking about Floyd. Floyd is the best
It don't matter.
of all time.
You think he gonna kill you in the ring?
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes.
I don't think he gonna kill me in the ring. I don't think so.
Okay, bro.
I don't think so.
I mean, not like kill you as in dead, but
That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing that matters.
you seen what happened to, well, you didn't see what happened to Martin when he fought the time.
I've seen the
Okay,
whatever.
that will be the end of the fight with you.
If I'm not mistaken, those broken bones heal, right? And blood gets washed off, right?
Hey, man, that's true. That's true.
So
But I don't think
he can box my head off all he wants. But guess what? I'm not gonna say he's gonna box my head off. You wanna know why? Because when I sign that contract, it's for me to get in the ring. I can tackle him if I want to. If Floyd Mayweather started whooping my ass too bad, I'm gonna tackle him. We playing football, and they're gonna disqualify me. And I'm saying, okay, give me my check.
I can't believe this guy said if.
Ho! I'm saying if because I have the option to take that first hit and still keep on boxing or not.
He said if Floyd start whooping my ass.
I said if Floyd starts whooping my ass because I take that
It's
first
not
hit.
gonna be an if.
It is. It could be an if.
No.
He hit me that one time, and I say, you know what?
No. He's gonna hit you multiple times.
No. He gonna hit me. He hit me that one time. Who knows? I might go down. And when I go down, I might crawl out the ring, get into my car, and drive to the bank and cash that check. You ain't gotta ever hear from me again.
Who's the greatest boxer of all time? Ali.
Muhammad
A lot of
Ali.
people say that. I think Floyd. I mean, we had a big discussion about that. I'm gonna say Floyd. The reason being is because what he changed. Like Floyd having you thinking, Floyd got people thinking if you lose one fight, you're not going to the Hall of Fame.
That's not good. I don't think that's good.
No, it's not good.
Because it got people ducking people.
Yeah, no, that's a fact, but Floyd didn't. Floyd didn't. As long as the money was right and you did them randoms, you did, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta throw that in there.
Yeah, you gotta do them randoms. He beat Floyd is a Hall of Famer because he beat everybody up. And Canelo is the champ at he was the champ at 175. He beat Canelo the hell up. Canelo, he undressed Canelo from front to back.
I told you about that. When I saw them jump in the ring and I saw Floyd go forward, I said, uh-oh. He not even scared of his power. And he ended up boxing his head off.
He beat Victor
Cotto.
Ortiz. Cotto.
Victor Ortiz wanted to get into a kissing contest.
Yeah, he wanted to kiss on him, and he punched him in his face.
Then
Real
he kissed
hard.
his gloves. But that's our show for the day, folks. We talked about Mike Tyson not being a Hall of Famer. I know some of y'all are not going to
Yes,
agree with
please
us.
comment below. Like,
Share,
and subscribe to the
Subscribe.
YouTube channel.
comment.
Yes,
do all those
definitely
things.
comment. And make sure like we listed the title under the right, like it's Mike Tyson, a Hall of Fame or something like that. I want people to comment and you will get a reaction for sure. Like and subscribe.
And
hit that button, damn it.
And once again, we are in our podcast studio. Y'all welcome to join us one of these days, man. Y'all gotta come check it out. We gonna get. We didn't have it playing last time.
Oh!
All we doing is adding to it. We're gonna add to our arsenal. You know, hopefully you guys will continue to grow with us. And until next time,